Engin, greetings from Toronto and congratulations on your retirement. I'm so thrilled to hear that there's a party being thrown in your honor, and I wish I could be there with your friends and colleagues to celebrate. But I suppose this video message will have to suffice until we can meet again in person and have a proper celebration. I have to say that it's somewhat overwhelming to find the right words to capture all that you've meant to me over the years as an academic, as a comrade, as a friend. It's been over 20 years since we first met, which was at my PhD defense. I really remember that event well because you asked me a whole series of questions about Foucault, about Derrida, about Agamben. I think there was one on Kant and another on Hobbes. None of them were easy. I vividly recall that each question had multiple parts and sub-questions all at once, which left me feeling with this overwhelming anxiety, totally terrified, but also completely enthralled. And I remember leaving that defense, and at top of my mind was, I spent all these years studying at York. How is it that I never met Engin? Thankfully, that first meeting was not our last, and it was instead the beginning of 2 decades of working together as collaborators, as co-authors, as co-editors, and as friends. And I'm deeply appreciative for all the generosity of spirit, all the friendship, and all the intellectual leadership you've shown to me over the years. There's many things I'm thankful for about our friendship and our relationship, and of course too many to list in this video. But I would say that one lasting influence that's left a deep impression on me is the kind of the ethos or attitude you bring to scholarly work, and the deep sense of sociability or carefulness for cultivating friendships, cultivating relationships, caring relationships as being an important part of enabling knowledge production and being an academic. So I'm deeply thankful for that, all the way back to our days at the Citizenship Studies Media Lab, which, I thought really was this great actualization of the Deleuzian idea that, that thought is about creating concepts, but that I think your intervention was that creating concepts demand and require these kind of inventive spaces. And the Media Lab really was that kind of space where we could give life and vitality and dynamism to some of the concepts we were working with. So some of my early papers on abject cosmopolitanism and accidental citizenship, they wouldn't have developed the way they did unless that I had that relations, those social relations, that kind of community of support that the Media Lab provided. Similarly, our 17 years working together on the journal Citizenship Studies. I remember when I first started, it was basically you, me, Brian, and that was it. And we worked on that journal together and put out issues. Now we have a vibrant editorial team of over a dozen members, a really activist editorial board. And I think that is also a result of your vision of creating and cultivating these deep relationships with people and getting them to buy in and seeing themselves as part of something bigger. So I'm really thankful for that. I've really taken inspiration from that, and I try to have those principles and that kind of attitude inform my own scholarship and my own scholarly relationships. So have a great party, Engin. I hope you enjoy yourself, and I hope you enjoy your retirement, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.